Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we're here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Hi, hello there, friend. It's good to see you
Hello.
today, Nate. Hey,
Yes.
I'm excited to talk to you about all kinds of things today. I want to talk about the weather, which is not on our list of things to talk about, but man, do I want to. We're going to talk about your hat today, the tips and tricks, and just to remind those of you who are tuning in for the first time, or maybe who tune in all the time but have forgot, we are the Not Nerd Show, and we are a couple of nerds who like to give technology advice to people who are not nerds. That might be you, it might be a friend, it might be somebody that you know, or someone that you're going to know in the future. So have them tune in to us because we know what is up with technology.
This is correct. Very correct. We got plenty of technology. Even on this Thanksgiving week, there is
Yeah.
still always tech news. It does not stop. Isla is in the chat.
Oh,
Hello, Isla.
number one crown
Yes, got the
chatter.
number one crown in the chat.
Very good.
Very nice. Well,
Yes.
let us get to the hat. So
All
this
right.
hat, I've had one of these hats before, but this one, I don't know where this came from in my collection.
I
It is a
know.
Bass Pro Shops
It
hat.
came from Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, but you look, I mean, this one is well used. It's got some little
Some
sweat
sweat.
rings on it.
Yeah.
This came from a farmer somewhere
Someone gave
along
it
the
to you.
route. Yes, in my collection, but another Bass Pro Shops hat
Hey, I don't want to
for
get
the
controversial this early in the show, but are you a Cabela's person or a Bass Pro person? Because they merged and
yeah.
a Bass Pro branding won.
Yeah, I'm just so used to the one that we have locally in Tualatin, just calling it Cabela's, that we
Yeah.
still call it Cabela's. We were actually there Saturday to see
Hmm.
Santa, so this hat is relevant. But yeah, I don't mind calling it Bass Pro Shops, but I'll probably call it Cabela's forever.
And welcome, Train Guy and Hey Grandma in the chat. Thanks
Yes,
for joining us. We
yes,
now
we might have a bonus odd take from Hey Grandma
what?
later in the show, so
I
stick
can't.
around for
I
that.
can't wait.
But before that, Dave, Apple released a new product this week.
They did. I don't even know if I remember this.
It is the second limited edition. You cannot forget the iPhone Pocket, but this
Right.
is the Hakawa phone
What?
grip and stand.
This is new to me. I have not seen
Yes,
this.
yes. So it is a MagSafe attachment. So it attaches via magnets on the back, and it's designed with accessibility in mind. So these are people with poor hand motor skills.
Yeah.
It puts a massive grip, also works as a stand, but yeah, that thing is
Also works as a
giant. It
weapon
isn't,
for those who might be attacking you.
yes, yes. It isn't like $200 like the iPhone Pocket. This one's $70 in limited edition. So I think they're going to give this a shot where they just do some. I did see a link today saying that the iPhone Pocket is sold out worldwide.
I'm telling you, it's easy to do when you make 6 of them.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, let's look at some of the comments here in Mac
Should
Rumors.
have checked these for
Uh,
appropriateness beforehand.
I'll try to
Yes,
limit
filter.
it, filter it. So here we go. First one from Tig One. Any chance to make it uglier? Nice candlestick, very useful when Christmas come from 496 and others. LapTech says, due to manufacturing volume, probably made this for less than $1 via injected molded process, but sold for $69.95 because customers like to be ripped off. So,
Yes, yes. It was designed by LA-based Bailey Hakawa to celebrate the 40th anniversary of accessibility at Apple. The grip uses magnets to securely snap onto any iPhone with MagSafe.
yeah,
So, yeah, accessibility.
interesting.
We Apple does amazing stuff with accessibility. They've really set the gold standard for that on the stuff that they do for those that are less able than others. So
Well,
good on
I
them. And
I could easily buy a little magnetic puck on Amazon and 3D print that thing for about $2. So,
yeah, but it wouldn't be designed by Bailey Hakawa.
Yes, it would be because I would steal the design.
The design. No stealing here. Well, our main topic of the week, there wasn't anything too crazy, but something that's fun to look at. Apple announces their finalists for the 2025 App Store Awards,
Hmm.
and they have recognized 45 app and game developers for their achievements in innovation, user experience, and cultural impact.
Wow.
So before we get started on this, Dave,
Yeah.
there's 45 items here. I want us to take a guess at how many of these apps we have used out of 45, each of
Okay.
us. I have glanced through it, but I honestly don't even remember
I
if there
didn't,
is any apps I've
as usual,
used.
I didn't look through most of the links. My apologies. Um, I'm going to say I've used 25 of these apps.
25. I'm going to say I do have a little bit of insider info. I'm going to say less than 10 of
Oh,
these
there
I
must be
have
some
used.
obscure ones, or maybe they're
Well,
exercise apps
it's
and I
like I
don't
was talking
exercise.
about several episodes ago. Yeah, exercise apps. I was talking about several episodes ago. I don't get a lot of new apps these days. I'm kind of
Hmm.
set in my ways when it comes to the apps, and
Yep.
Waze is not one of those apps.
Mm. Mm.
But let us get into it. The
Spoiler.
iPhone App of the Year finalists. We have Band Lab,
Hmm.
Ladder, and Timo for presenting to-dos in a ways that feels a bit more calming.
I have not used any of those. So far
Yeah.
I'm down on my prediction.
Yes. Yes. Well, should we move on to the iPhone Game of the Year finalists? Maybe you'll do better here. Capybara Go, which I don't know that I played that with Isla, and we love capybaras.
Hmm.
Pokemon TCG Pocket, which Isla is just starting to get into Pokemon. This is the Isla section. And then
Mm.
Thronefall for thrilling defense battles with minimalist controls. So out of those three,
Hmm.
Dave,
Goose egg, Zero.
Goose Egg, man.
Never even
Let
heard of
us know
them.
in the chat, all those on the live, if you have played any of these or used any of these apps. iPad of App of the Year
I
finalists.
recognize one of these
Yes.
icons.
Detail, Green Touch, and Structured.
I have
Now,
tested
Detail,
out Structured.
okay. I think Detail, is that the same one? They had a webcam app that I used on Mac, but this looks
It's
like a
AI video
iPad
editor.
video.
Huh,
Yeah, I
I've
have
not used
not.
Detail. Hmm.
No, Green Touch for bringing the beauty of print art to more creatives.
I don't
Oh,
recall.
Nyla has corrected me, Dad. We have played Capybara Go, and it got boring in like 2 minutes, so we
Hmm.
deleted it. An honest review from I Love
You
You.
should actually write that in the review. So
Yeah,
Green Touch appears to be a kind of a lo-fi, grainy vector drawing
uh,
tool. All right,
yeah,
I'm not familiar with that one, but Structured is a, every once in a while I completely redo my to-do list productivity
yes,
every 5 minutes.
yeah,
So this is one of the to-do lists combined with your calendar, combined with planning and all that good stuff. It's all right, but you know what? Spoiler, and maybe we'll talk about some of this in my tip of the week. I just use the built-in native apps on Apple these days because they
yeah.
get the job done.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, iPad Game of the Year finalists. We got to get your numbers up quick here. We've
Mm.
got Dredge, Infinity Nikki, and Prince of Persia Lost Crown.
Well, I have heard of Dredge in Prince of Persia Lost Crown, but famously, I do not really game on my iPad or on my phone. I try it, I start it, and then I'm just like, I'm never going to play this, and so I delete the games. I don't know why. It's something is broken in me. I just don't play games on my iOS devices. I own hundreds. I've paid
Yeah,
for dozens,
yeah,
but I just don't play them. With now
yeah.
today, I was in Apple News as a little sidestep. I was in Apple News, and they have the crossword puzzle and a couple other Sudoku and a couple
Oh,
other
yeah.
things. I did play a
Their
couple of
version of
those,
the New York Times
but
games.
it's few and far between. Once every 3 months, I play those or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I don't really play those.
Okay. Mac App of the Year finalists: Acorn, Essayist, and Under My Roof.
I have downloaded and used Acorn, so I can say yes.
Yes.
Do I actively
Yeah.
use it? No, I do not. I don't
No.
know about Essayist or Under My Roof.
Yeah. Under My Roof looks interesting for keeping homeowners organized and prepared. So maybe keeping like warranty documents and
Hmm.
different information on your house, I'm guessing. I
I wonder
guess
if
you
it's
could also
something you and
look
your
there.
spouse could collaborate on, maybe. And
Oh, yeah.
but you also
Keep
have
track of
the
stuff for
built.
insurance purposes
You have
or
your built-in notes and your built-in reminders and your built-in other things that you could certainly use for that. But
yeah.
yeah, I dig it.
Okay, Mac Game of the Year finalists. We have Assassin's Creed Shadows, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, and Neva.
Now, here's the deal. These are, what's the word I'm looking for? These are ones
Cross-platform.
well, they are cross-platform. They're aspirational apps for me. So I will be
Yeah.
buying Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is where your protagonist is in feudal Japan, but I will be buying it for the Xbox or the Nintendo Switch. And then Cyberpunk 2077 is on my wish list, and it's on sale right now on Xbox for like 21 bucks. And so I might pick it up on this Black Friday sale. But it's one of those games that started out like $99 or something like that. So I've
Yeah.
been waiting for it to go on sale. So again, I don't own them, but I'm familiar with two of them.
Familiar with them.
We got something going on out here in the driveway. I'm just not exactly
Oh.
sure what's going on. Someone's
Uh-oh.
parked behind my car. Maybe they were going to jump out with a knife and slash my tires. I'm not
Fan of the
exactly
show,
sure.
possibly.
I'm thinking, hey, Val. Oh, is that her out there? Here, I'm going to yell. I'm going to put myself on mute and yell real quick.
Oh, somebody's waving. It is. We got fans of the show.
What? Oh, there are people on the show? Hello.
Yes.
Who is it? Is this Wes and his family?
I
I'm not
can't.
exactly
I
sure
have
who.
my preview screen too small there.
Oh, let's see. Who is this?
Your camera is poor this evening.
Oh,
Looks
that's
like Hey Grandma
Richard. That's
Yeah.
Richard. That's Train Guy.
Train Guy made the show, and Hey Grandma
And
behind
hey,
the
Grandma's
wheel.
in the car. Look
Wow.
at that. That's pretty awesome.
Live visitors.
And how dare you say my camera's poor? How dare you?
Well, with headlights shining directly in it, it loses.
There
There's
she
Hey
is.
Grandma.
There's Hey Grandma.
Yay.
Excellent. Very fun. I can kind of hear them outside. I would go out there, but you know what? I don't do well with unscheduled visitors during podcasts. And it's raining outside. But there she's explaining something to. She's like, "Where's the camera?"
This is the house.
Did you see? Valerie just poked her head in
Nice.
to see what's going on. So that's pretty funny.
Oh, visitors.
That's fun.
Doesn't happen often, but
Thanks,
Hey
Richard.
Grandma
Thanks,
does
Hey
have
Grandma. Thanks, Train
yeah.
Guy. That was a good time. Appreciate
Very
you
fun.
all.
Yeah,
Now,
you can just drive by Dave's house anytime you want.
I am a little concerned about driving and texting in the chat at the same time, but maybe Hey Grandma is handing it off to Train Guy
Yes.
or Richard to
I fully believe that they are being as safe as possible while also showing up on the driveway cam. That is awesome.
That is awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Yeah.
Head over to one of our various retail establishments right near my house. We've got Target, Walmart. Sadly, no longer Killer Burger. That thing
Yeah.
is gone. That was really sad. But there are new food places. There's a beer place over there. Probably Train Guy's a little too young for that. But, enjoy the town around me while you're here.
Yeah, and Hey Grandma said we were going to warn you, but ... And she said Eric is here too. He was in the car.
Oh.
She said I'm not driving, still sitting in your driveway. Just ate at Mod Pizza, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
I love me
Well,
some mod pizza.
hello to you, Eric, somewhere in there. I saw Eric and Hey Grandma at the church the other day. I was helping them with their
Nice.
phone, and in fact, it's something Nate, you and I need to talk about. Is their iOS 26 is kind of buggy, and when
Hmm.
she's, I have some screenshots, but like when she's in her mail, sometimes the bottom half of the screen is just white and unavailable. You can scroll, but it's like there's a white square on the
Oh,
screen.
weird.
And I think there may have been something when in her calendar, she'll put an event in there and you'll go to let's say it's for a 3-day event and you go to the next day, it's duplicated. And then you go to the third day, it's triplicated. And if you do like a span of 7 days, pretty soon there's 7 different
Wow.
copies of the same event.
Huh.
It's very strange. But anyway, you and I can troubleshoot that later. I am
No.
hoping, since both of those are Apple's built-in apps, that a point release, iOS 26.2, when it comes out, will fix those issues. But it's absurd that there are issues to begin with. Like, what is up with
Yeah,
that?
that's really weird.
Yeah, I don't
There should not be.
understand it.
No, no. Well, let us get back to
How do
that
I
was a nice little intermission from our 500 million different Apple awards. We are currently at the Apple Arcade Game of the Year finalists,
Okay.
which I do love Apple Arcade and I do check it for games. We've got Katamari Damacy Rolling Live, PGA Tour Pro Golf, and What the Clash.
Hmm.
I think I played What the Clash. The Katamari Damacy looks interesting.
Yes, I actually have played that on another platform before. I believe the Nintendo Switch, or maybe I played it on. It might have been on DS. Anyway, some Nintendo platform. I think I played that on. Pro Golf. I believe I've downloaded that and played it on iOS. See, I was having this discussion with my brother just on Sunday. Golf is there's this is going to be another sidestep. We'll probably never get done with this show. Golf has multiple layers. It's like an ogre. It's like an onion. It's got layers. So at the top layer is this elitist status socialist group where you can afford to take off in the middle of the week and play at some exclusive golf club for hundreds of dollars for a few and devote hours to, make the deal with the president of the company or
Yeah.
whatever. So there's that level. Then there's the athletic level where I want to work at my best to perfect this game that's very skillful in playing. And then there is the kind of the outdoors, naturey, exercisey type thing, right? Well, I like the mechanics of golf. And so I love playing golf on
Mm,
PlayStation, on
yeah.
computer, on iPhone or whatever. But to go out in nature for all of that, I love to hike and stuff. That's probably the only piece that I would really like about golfing. The other parts I don't care about. And every time I've
No.
tried it, I'm like, what a waste of my time. But I understand that's not everybody's experience. But for me,
Yeah.
I just want to get the ball in the hole and I can do it on a computer. And shout out to my VR headset here in the background. I've got Walkabout Mini Golf, and you can do it in
Oh,
VR, and
nice.
it's pretty fun. So anyway, let's get back into
Yes.
our main program.
We're on to, you're not going to get too many on this one.
Nope.
Apple Vision Pro App of the Year finalists. We have Camo Studio, D-Day the Camera Soldier, and Explore POV. And
Hmm.
I have not used any of those. I would like to check them all out. I've got, preset stuff. I usually consume content, but there is some new immersive stuff that I need to dig into. And I've heard that Camera Soldier one is pretty cool. I've heard some people talking about that. So
Hmm.
not many Vision Pro viewers on our feed, so we'll keep going.
I was this
Uh,
close. So listeners,
oh yeah,
if you could just, if you know my wife, just subtly hint to her how cool Vision Pros are and how different of an experience it is from my Quest, that I need to get one. I had all the money, I had it all ready, I had a transaction all set up. I can't convince her that I need this device.
yeah,
So it's a
yes.
sad,
And you know
sad
what would
tale.
help with that
What's
is
that?
if everybody would like and subscribe and ring that bell. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by our 10th anniversary in January. So we
Hmm.
need to get those subscribers. It has been growing,
Yeah.
but not nearly quick enough. But if we
You,
can get those numbers up and get a bunch of viewers, we could start making money and you could easily justify your Vision Pro purchase.
well, if I'm making content based on the Vision Pro by reviewing the apps and other things,
Yeah.
accessories, then I have to have it for my job.
Yes.
So
Yes.
maybe that's the ticket.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the Vision Pro games of the year. Fishing Haven. That sounds like fun. Gears and Goo Porta Newbie. I have not played any of
Hmm.
those. I could see that the fishing would be fun. They're
Yeah.
probably all fun. They made Apple's top list. Oh, let's get to Apple Watch. Maybe we can bring you back into the
Okay.
fold
I
here.
do have a fishing game for my Quest, by the way, so that's fun.
Nice. Apple Watch apps, Go Club, Pro Camera by Moment, and Strava.
I have
Use
I have downloaded Pro Camera, I believe, by Moment before. I don't use it regularly, and there is a paid component which I do not participate in.
yeah,
And then Strava I have used, but I do not currently use, but it is very popular exercising type app.
nice. Well, on to the next one. Apple TV apps. We also both have Apple TVs. HBO Max. I use that one. PBS Kids Video. I'm guessing you don't use that one, Dave.
I
We did
have.
use it for a long time. We would watch a ton of that, but we have phased out of that in
Hmm.
Super Farming Boy 4K.
Well, the first two I have downloaded and used. The last one, not so much.
Yeah. Oh, and then the next section, this is where you're going to pick up your 25
Yeah.
cultural impact finalists.
I do
They have
not
a bunch
recognize.
there.
I only recognize one of these.
Yeah, I don't recognize there's the Be My Eyes to help people who are blind or have low vision.
Hmm. You know what?
Looks like some very interesting ones there.
I
I'm
thought the
sure they're all
bottom
great.
right was carrot weather, and it is not. So I don't really
Oh,
recognize any of them.
yeah. Yes. So there you go. There's 45 different
Wow.
apps. Definitely a few that I want to check out. I'm going to leave that tab open along with my 100 other tabs so that I can check a couple of those out and get them going.
Hey,
But
Nate, pro
yeah.
tip. You can bookmark those things. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh,
In your any
oh,
browser, you can
bookmarks?
bookmark stuff.
Huh.
There you go.
That's weird. But then I book I have plenty of bookmarks and I never get back to those. So I figure if I leave the tab open, I might get back to it.
No,
But
you won't.
you know what I always get back to, Dave?
What is that?
Dave's pro tip of the week.
Well, I already just gave you the one. Use bookmarks, but wait, there's more. Now, I was
Mm,
talking about how in my productivity I usually circle outside to third-party apps and then I circle right back into Apple's main apps. And there
yeah.
are a few reasons for that. But simplicity is one, money is another one, and then features that I won't need or use. They just get in the way. So one of the built-in apps does that I really appreciate and really underutilize is sections within uh, Reminders app. So if you're an
Mm,
iOS user on your Mac, your iPad, your iPhone, your Apple Watch, you've got Reminders, and that's another plug. You can
yeah.
all the platforms it's on. And if you're on a PC, you can do it at iCloud.com. You can get your reminders and use them that way. It works fine in the browser. Um, so I'm going to give you a peek behind the curtain of my uh, to-do list here. Now I'm going to keep
Yeah.
some things are super secret, so
Mm,
they're going to be off limits. But this is the typical reminder app. I have it in dark mode, so it may look different to you. But the last few versions of the operating system, the reminders app looks like this. I created one today. So let's go through a couple of things I have. I have my inbox. That's usually where all the reminders, if you ask Siri or somebody to make a reminder, it goes into your inbox. You can then move it. Excuse me. I created one called work, one called home, one for Baylor Media, one for a client. There's the Walmart list, which isn't currently shared with my wife, but you'll notice that Costco is shared with Valerie and a
mm,
camping a few years ago. camping list I shared with my spouse. And so the good thing about that is that you can both interact with the list at the same time. But the one I wanted to show you is this new one that I created at the bottom called Watching. Me and friend of the show, Daryl, were at lunch today and we were talking about, uh, it's, I was watching this show and then I forgot about it because I was watching something else. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I was watching that show. I've tried a million things. I've done Apple Notes. I've done Obsidian Tasks Notes. I've used Letterbox. I've used Sofa, all these media consuming apps. But I'm thinking I may have cracked the code, and it has to do with my tip of the week this week, which is sections. So I created a new list, and it's called Watching. And I probably will name it to media or TV or entertainment or something like that. But you'll notice that I have a section in my note
Mm.
called Currently Watching and another one to watch. And the plan
Wow.
is to create sections uh, for various things within my notes. And so in the Currently Watching section, Slow Horses is on Apple TV Plus. Uh, Pluribus, I don't know how to spell it. That's not how you spell it. There's an I in there somewhere. Let's
Close enough.
see if autocorrect. Well, no, it doesn't have any idea. So let's go. Um, we'll go pluribus-ish is the
Yes.
show that I want to put in there. And I can put it because I'm currently watching that. And then I could be like, I'm currently watching, I don't know, YouTube, which is a dumb thing. But as you can see, I can make a list of things I'm currently watching. And then Daryl said, hey, I like Down Cemetery Road. There's another one that I started watching before but stopped, The Expanse. So I misspelled EXPANCE. The Expanse. Essie. There we go. The Expanse. Woo! The
Spelling
Expanse.
Dave.
Yeah, spelling with Dave. Don't trust my financial advice or my spelling advice. So there. Now you may be thinking, well, how did I get those sections in my one to-do list? Well, you go up to the three dots in the side there. You can view its columns, show, select reminders, etc. Manage sections. You can do if you don't
Wow.
have sections, it'll just say create new section. But since I have already created a new section, I have options now, new section or edit sections. And I can just click new section and boom, what do I want to name it? Test. That's my favorite thing. And I hit return and there it is. And I can put something under the test. Now I'm going to go out of here and I'm going to go back to lists. I'm going to do it from scratch. So I'm going to do it quickly. I'm going to add a list in the bottom right-hand corner on my iPhone app. I'm going to give it a name, test. What type of list? Is it a grocery list, a smart list? It's just a standard old list. I'm going to give it the color of this peach color, and I'm going to make it a book. And then I'm going to say done. Now I am here in my new list called test, and I'm going to click the three dots in the corner, and it says new section on the fourth item down. Boom. There. So it's reading is going to be my section. And then I'm going to go up to the three dots and I'm going to go to manage sections and click new again. And I'm going to go to read is my next section. See, now I have one list with multiple
Oh,
sections. I don't
I like
have
that.
to have a list for to watch, already watched, thinking about watching. It's just entertainment. And this has simplified my life so much because I used to try to manage things like that with different lists. And then
Oh,
you're going
yeah.
back and forth
Ah,
to lists. This way, it's all right together. So, anyway,
that is
sections
awesome.
and reminder lists. That's the
I
tip.
had
Use
no
them.
idea. Thank
What?
you for that tip. Yeah, I
Neat.
use the reminders app, but I use it, telling the phone to remind me of something or add stuff in there on recurring basis that like I need to do every month or stuff like that. But I didn't
Yeah.
know about the sections. I need to use reminders. I know there's so many features in there. I need to use it. But
Hey, no, wait. If you'd like to get merch like
what?
this, go over to our merch store. No, we don't have a merch store.
No.
This is a sticker on a white mug. But Nate, we really we should really think about that.
Yes, we should, but that must mean it's time for everybody's favorite segment, just the headlines.
Well, we already looked at my driveway, and you may
Yeah.
notice that my the street light next to that pickup that's out there keeps turning on and off and on and off and on and off.
Mm,
So that's
that's fun.
lovely. And Nate and I were talking earlier about a vehicle, and look what showed up.
Well,
Uh,
more
wow,
vehicles.
more vehicles. While we were talking, there's this dance that happens next door with the various
Yes.
vehicles that are in different spots. So I always enjoy watching the dance that takes place. But
And
anyway,
I
it
I
is,
am happy to see that, hey, grandma, that they're no longer sitting in your
yeah.
driveway to watch the entire show.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
maybe they wanted to watch
yeah,
the whole show from the.
a drive-in, not her drive-in.
We should get a projector and project it on my
Oh, yeah,
house.
there you go.
That would be interesting. My neighbors go out to look and they're like, "Why are you showing my cars on your
Yeah,
wall? That's
projecting it.
weird. That's not
Uh,
weird at all."
yes.
Well, anyway, Nate, I implore you not to continue with your line of dialogue that's going to be coming up because I need to do a thing we like to call zoom in. And uh, one of my complaints before is that I can never remember the keyboard shortcuts. But
No,
but anyway, that is
yes.
done, and I'm ready for what comes next.
Okay, let us get to just the headlines.
Robots in your bloodstream could deliver drugs with great precision.
London thieves gave stolen phones back when they weren't iPhones.
British Army will use Call of Duty to train soldiers.
Magician forgets password to his own hand after RFID chip implant.
Quantum teleportation between photons from two distant light sources achieved.
More than 60 US and Canadian police units now use Boston Dynamics Robot Dog.
And finally, rapper 50 Cent, adjusted for inflation, is 109 cent.
And those are just the headlines.
Is that real? Is he really 109 cent?
I don't know. It was something I saw on
109
cockney.org, and I was
cent.
like, that would be a great way to end just the headlines. But hey, we do have listener mail. I teased it last
Oh,
week. I did get
what?
more information from Matt. He says, I used to be an avid photographer. Trying to do it to music, that did not work. But lost interest 12 or so years ago. Now that I'm getting back into it because of my YouTube channel, a little plug here,
Mm,
Drumming About, which is great. He goes out to unique
mm.
places and does some drumming and films it and posts it. So check that out. What can you tell me about affordable gimbals, Steadicam rigs? Back when I was into photography, consumer grade levels of those items weren't really a thing. Now they're much more commonplace. And so then I checked in, said, what do you want to use it for? So he responded, mainly I would be using it with a Canon DSLR, although now that I think about it, one that could also accommodate a smartphone would come in handy for when I time lapse long walks, because even the slowest time lapse setting on my DSLR I find to be too fast.
Hmm.
So he's looking for a gimbal type device. There's a ton of these devices. We did our video on YouTube that was real popular with the two phone,
Wait,
the Insta.
I think I found him here. There he is.
Yeah,
His
there
name
it
was
is.
Chad Smith. Is that right?
Chad
From
Smith. Yes.
yeah,
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I couldn't find
Um,
his channel.
Okay, I will get a link in the show notes. Now, I do think that I saw on Facebook, because we are Facebook friends, that he recently got a newer smartphone. So I had a couple ideas. I put two links in the show notes. The first one, DJI has their Ronin gimbals for like DSLRs, but
Yeah, Ronin is like the filmmakers use that one.
yes, but this one, I selected this. It's around the same price. It's still a little spendy, but it's the Fuyu Tech Scorp Mini 2 all-in-one 3-axis. Now, why I picked this one? Because in their Amazon product photo, they show a DSLR, a smartphone, GoPro, all the different options there. So it adjusts for the different ones.
Hmm.
Now, this one does come in, well, it looks like it's actually out of stock, or there's one option from $169. So when I was
Yeah.
looking earlier, is about $200 for this one. But Dave, I had a thought,
Oh,
and the second link
that's
I put
scary.
in, because especially for his time lapse walks, if he's using his smartphone, stabilization in smartphones has
Hmm.
gotten so good, and
Oh,
maybe on his camera as well.
yeah.
But just getting something like this one that I have, I'm actually using it on my desk. The Yukos. So this is a tripod slash selfie stick. It's 62-inch, so he could probably use it for his drumming videos and everything. But you could put your camera or your smartphone on this. Now, I don't know if he's looking for auto rotation and that kind of stuff you
Mm.
would need a gimbal for. But if you're just walking or just kind of need some shots, this one's at $20 versus $200. So
Well,
those are two options. Do you have any other ideas?
I do have an idea. And
Hey, there we
uh,
go. Hey, we just
yeah. So there it is. It's a 360 camera. And what's great about it is that it will record everything around you. You can put it on a selfie stick, you can do whatever. Uh, the invisible selfie stick that you can get that comes with it. And then post processing, you can decide, do I want this video to be a 916 by 16 by 9? Do I want it to be 1 by 1 square? Do I want it to be like a fisheye? Do I want it to be zoomed in? You decide all that after. And one great thing that you can do with it, and I won't bore you with by bringing it up now since I've had too many side steps today, but you can, it has a very good tracking. So what you do is when you put the video in your phone or just connect it to your camera and it does it via streaming, you draw a box around the item that you want to focus on. And no matter where the camera is, no matter what you're doing, it will lock onto you and update the field of view to follow you. So it's like having a gimbal, a digital gimbal built in that you can
yeah.
track on anything. And you can do crazy stuff like cut to the front camera and then cut to something in the back that you're seeing behind you. You can do weird tiny planet things. Anyway, I think 360 cameras are kind of a hidden
Yeah.
gem for people who are creating content because you can just record it once and then edit it to your heart's content. Like you have five
Yeah.
different cameras, tracking,
Yeah.
stabilization. The app is wonderful. So that's one idea.
No, that is a great third idea on that, is the 360 camera. It would mean he would then have a third camera, but even he might not need his DSLR if he can use a 360 camera to do his videos.
Now, I
So
will say that if you're using like a Canon DSLR and a Ronin, the quality of that is going to be way better than a
yeah,
360 camera, and your phone actually can do some really good stuff now. But if it's just you talking to your audience about what you're doing, or if you want to, let's say you're drumming out in the middle of a field, set that 360 camera up, do your drum thing, and then you can get a shot of what you see. Then you can get a shot of your cymbals, and you can get a shot of your snare, and you get a shot of you get a shot. I mean, you can decide all that later, and it looks pretty dang good.
yeah, yes. Oh, I did find his YouTube channel. I will
Oh,
throw it in there and we can take a quick look just to give him a shout out.
yeah, please
It's in the
do.
notes there. But yeah, he's
Whereabouts in the
done.
notes?
It is just below those two links, the tripod. So
Oh, hmm.
but yeah,
This is
he just
embarrassing.
started 3 months ago. I actually saw him. He came to the tech garage sale and he was
Oh,
saying, "Hey,
fun.
I'm gonna start this YouTube channel." He bought a knife from me. that
What?
he used to save his life. Well, not really, but he had it available in case he got attacked while he was out in nature.
I'm not getting
But
the
yeah,
link. Can you just text it to me, please? Because
yes,
that's not synchronizing. I'm sorry about that.
no, that's the way
Well, and
the
while you're
cookie
sending me
crumbles.
the link, I just got a text from a friend who sent a picture of a DSLR, and it says, "Any idea how to get the photos from this onto my phone?" I bought the adapter and I plugged it in, but I'm not sure what to do. Oh, okay. Well, that might be something that we can discuss.
Another listener, more listener mail for it, but yeah,
Yeah, we'll
did
cover that one
text you
next
the
time.
link.
But for now, yes, I do have the link, and let's drumming about.
There he
Oh,
is.
when in doubt, drumming about.
Yes,
Man, look at that wordplay that's going on there. And let's
yeah,
let's let's take a look at one of these. I want to see what's going on. I'm going to mute it because only I can hear it anyway, and it's in my ear. There it is. Look at
there he
that.
is. He went full on.
That could be an Insta 360 camera. And
Yeah,
guess what? He could export it 16 by 9 for YouTube. He could export it 9 by 16 for TikTok, for
yeah,
YouTube Shorts, for whatever. Man, I'm telling you, 360 might be where it's at. Oh, there he is. He's got it.
yeah,
He's got 16 by 9. Okay. Okay. I'm loving the beard. Dude, that outfit.
yeah.
That's very
For the
fall.
that is so fall. And his bone, he made some bone drumsticks. So yeah, he's having a
Nice.
good
Did
time.
he
Just
3D print those?
I don't remember. I saw him
I'll go
talking
back.
about it, but he just started 3 months ago. He's got 113 subscribers, so
Wow.
it's a very fun project. So thank you for the listener mail, Matt, and
Excellent.
good job on your YouTube channel. And yeah,
You look a
keep
little
sending in that
scary there.
listener mail, people. But
Wait,
let us
hold
move
on.
on to our
No,
takes
wait,
of the
wait.
week.
Is it?
Oh,
I was gonna see if that was just me or if it was.
oh,
No, no. It's he's got the goatee.
pretty close, pretty
Thought maybe I
close.
had another channel going on.
Yes, yes. Your secret identity. Well,
Yeah.
now let us move on to our takes of the week, if we may. This
We
first one,
may.
you found the link, and it has since been corrected. There was a very viral story that Google was going to use Gmail to scan all of your emails
Mm-hmm.
and attachments to do AI. And the original article actually came from Malwarebytes. And if you look, Dave, if you look up at the slug for the website, it might not show there, but it still says Gmail is reading your emails and attachments to train its AI. Is the slug up there? They didn't
Yeah.
change that, but they have changed the headline on the article to correction. Gmail can read your emails and attachments to power smart features, which
Mm.
is something they've been able to do for a long time, to recommend spam filtering, categorization, and writing suggestions. But a bunch of people grabbed this at the beginning and said, much like we've had other stories that Google's going to read all your stuff to train its AI. Well, Google came out and said, no, we aren't. We use it to train the smart features within your email account.
Now,
So
Nate.
I know we are very different on this. You are the pessimist. I am the optimist. But
to
go
to
ahead.
quote Lemire. Oh no, to quote the Duster in Beauty and the Beast. I've been burned by you before. Uh,
Yes.
Referring to Lemire's fiery hands. But I digress. What if Google was doing this and then they got discovered and they're like, whoa, we're not doing that? I wouldn't put it past them because they are just scoundrels. I mean, am I wrong?
I don't know that they're scoundrels. They're
Mm,
trying to make a lot of money off of providing free services, but yeah, so they do have these smart features which you can turn off. In this article that will be in the show notes gives you the instructions how to turn those off if you are worried about this. But
Hmm.
this story, Malwarebytes, which is great software we've talked about many times in the past,
Yeah, they're a good
they
resource.
corrected themselves, and if they said this, I would, have to believe that they wouldn't do this correction if they didn't believe this to be true. But
Well,
yeah,
there's no way to test it really. You just have to go by what they say.
well, yes, that's true. But
But yeah,
yeah,
this article does show you all the details of how to disable it if you are so inclined. I probably won't do anything, even though I have 13 Gmail accounts. I'll just probably leave it the way it is.
yes, yes,
But anyway,
yeah.
B B is what is it? As wise as no wise as doves. Shoot two birds with one frog. There's something in there. There's a
Something.
I'm conflating a few things,
Yes,
but yes,
yes.
maybe we should move on from the Google.
Yes, the Googles. To a very cool story, mapping the future with 3D printed titanium Apple
Whoa!
Watch cases
I got
from
to get
Apple themselves.
I had to switch over quick because there's a video that's taking over my screen. What is
Yes,
happening here? So there's some micro etching going on and some
yeah,
3D printing doodads. Wow.
yeah. So Apple documented how they are using recycled titanium, and they
Hmm.
are 3D printing the Apple Watch enclosures. So it's like 70% recycled or 100% recycled aerospace grade titanium powder that was not, it says, an achievement not previously considered possible at scale. But Apple got together. So the Apple Watch Ultra 3,
Hmm.
look at that. Yeah, there's the saves raw materials, 400 plus metric tons in raw
Wow.
titanium savings in 2025, 100% recycled, 50% less raw material used. Because if you're 3D printing, you just print what you need, and then they, do a little bit of finish work on it to take off the edges. But instead of taking a block of titanium and shaving it down,
Yeah.
um, and I
I've
guess
s-
they're also doing that for like the USB-C connector on maybe the iPhone Air or something, that
hmm.
so they're really looking at this 3D printing because for one, it once they have the equipment, it probably saves them money and it's just better
Yeah, better for the
ethically as
environment.
well. Yeah.
So Adam Savage tested YouTube channel. You can check it out. But he likes 3D printing and all those type of fabrication things as well. And he and his partner, I always forget the guy's name. I'm so sorry. But they test out these various things. He got this kind of industrial size 3D printer, and they do something like that where it's a dust. I think theirs is. I don't think it's metal, but it's some other type of
Hmm.
like dust type material, and these lasers go in and it'll rise it up, and it's lasering the whole thing, and when you're done you just dust it off and you've got a metal device, and then they polish it and do whatever. So it's very similar to what they're doing. I mean, it's incredible what you can do with 3D printing.
Yeah. Yeah. So very, very cool. The last take I have was just a very interesting video that I came across over at 9 to 5 Mac. It's the Phone Buff YouTube channel, but what they did, the title, this iPhone 17 verse 16 verse 15 verse 14 verse 13 verse 12 speed test video is a must watch. So if you
Hmm.
scroll down further, um, in the thing, there is the video is embedded there. So what they did, this YouTube channel, they took all 6 of these phones and connected it to a robot so that they could accurately do speed tests, and there's a robot finger that does whatever commands they want to
Hmm.
do between each phone. So it's a pretty fascinating um, read. Now, some things are pretty close between all those phone models over the last 5, 6 years. Some of them, the more intensive stuff takes longer. They did picture stuff where it take repeated, like portrait photos, which can slow down on the older phones, the photo editing. And then if you go towards the end of the video, it'll actually get where they have the full comparison. Yeah, I'd go somewhere in around there. So they recorded each of the phones and they had a timer. The robot actually stops the timer when it gets done with
Hmm.
whatever tasks it's
That's
on.
so cool. I mean, that's pretty incredible that they set that up.
Yeah, yeah, it is, very impressive, and then the last test they did is, like, it did, like, 30 different things in a row to see, how fast it could go into the Starbucks app and take some pictures and load Facebook and go
And
to a
they've got like a
website and
football
do.
field grid at the bottom where the different players are running. into-
Yeah, you can see which phone is at which stage of the thing, and they do some Adobe Premiere stuff in there, so some video editing. So there is a little more because they're pretty close right now, but
yeah.
it does end up with the. You're going to be shocked. The iPhone 17 is faster than the iPhone 12 on
Well,
this
what I'm seeing is
massive
there's kind of
test.
three, or there's kind of two groups. There's the 15, 16, 17 Pro Maxes, and then there's the 12, 13, 14 Pro Maxes. And those two groups are kind of very similar. I'm on the 15 Pro Max, and I still feel like it's a very usable device. It does not
Oh
feel
yeah,
slow to me at
yeah.
all.
It's I mean, the total cost savings, it's should not be the only reason you upgrade your phone.
Hmm.
But on the major tests, I think the 17 did come out quite a bit ahead of everything.
Yeah,
But
the
yeah, it was
12 is kind of a
just an
turd.
impressive video with the robot and all the stuff that they did
That's
here.
crazy. I'm gonna have to check that out further
Yeah.
this evening. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so I mean, that's keeping on the advice angle. You could buy an inexpensive phone and upgrade more often, perhaps, or you could buy a more expensive phone and upgrade less often. That's kind of what I do, right? Like I used to do it every 2 years, and now this is a 3 year cycle for me. But the 15 Pro Max, when I got it, was that was the most expensive one. I didn't add all the extra storage and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
but you know, I've got a lot of use out of it. I've got a very powerful device, and I've got all the cameras and all the special stuff. And I've been able to enjoy that for 3 years versus maybe somebody who got the cheapest one and they're like, oh, I wish it had a zoom. And, they get a
Yeah.
new one the
Yeah.
next year.
That's
So,
that's what I do encourage people. Like my parents, I think, are on iPhone 7s or 8s or something. They're really old, and it's like, when you get the new phone, you're gonna have this one for another 10 years.
yeah,
Let's
get
think
a good
about,
one.
yeah, get a good one, and, people do like I mean, the cameras are one of the major things that gets upgraded, and the zoom and that stuff, so go for
as,
it.
as they say,
Yes, yes.
um,
Well, let us move on to our bonus odd take, which did come in from Hey Grandma. She sent this one over, and it is a fun website called PhotoFunia.
I couldn't find my button there. So, yeah, yes, the PhotoFunia, and what this is pretty cool. You, it's got a bunch of like, what do you call it, like stock photography, and then you can add your own picture to the different things. So she did some cool ones with us. Let me find. Okay, so here's the morning newspaper. I'm going to choose the morning newspaper, and I'm gonna cut away here real quick. I'm gonna choose a photo. I want everybody to see my photos. Actually, maybe I'll do a camera. Does a camera work on this thing? Camera not found. Please, please
Yeah, but look, they have a
talk
ton
amongst
of different
yourselves.
categories. They have Christmas stuff. There are ones where you can enter your own text and it'll put it in there very nicely. It's kind of like Photoshop for people that aren't good at Photoshop. But yeah,
Or
you
like
can just add your
Canva.
pictures. Yeah, yeah, very Canva, but just kind of fun, simple stuff.
This
Ooh,
thing
there's
is
even billboards. So you can put yourself in Times Square or on a
this thing is taking
billboard.
forever to do anything.
Frames, vintage magazines, so you can put yourself on
Oh,
magazines and newspapers. Esquire
I
magazine, you
found
could be on the cover.
I found a great photo for everybody to use. So let's
Wow, we've
just.
got a new chat, Dave. You might want to sit down for this one from Carolyn Liu. Dave is the smartest person I know.
I wish I could just
Wow.
tear that out and put it on the
Yeah,
screen
put
right
that on
now.
a billboard.
So thank you, Carolyn. I really appreciate that. I encouraged her and her daughter to tune in. But
Yeah.
back to the thing, so we don't get distracted. I had this picture of a torn down fence in our neighborhood, And look,
Yeah.
it's on the guy's morning newspaper. It could have been
Nice.
anything. Um,
Yeah, that is super fun.
so anyway, that you can go, let's see, what is Christmas is coming up. So
Yes, it is.
you could put text on this ball, not nerd, and then I'm going to
Not
choose a
nerd
font,
Christmas. Not nerd
and
Christmas ornament.
look at that
There it
right
is.
there.
Boom.
Not nerd. So this is cool. A bunch of stock
Yeah.
photography that you can add your own photos or text to. Thank you to Hey Grandma for pointing that out. It's a
Yes.
lot of fun.
Yes. Well, you know what else is fun? Our picks of the week. And I'm sure everybody, oh, and Lou Man, Nate is the second smartest person I know. Jeez,
I
I'm
don't know about
blushing over here.
we, we should
Uh,
just stop the show right now. It can't get
yeah,
any
that's a
better.
wrap. That's a wrap. But not picks. Last week we did our huge gadget gift guide episode. But what I thought is between now and Christmas is, you know what? We only did so many picks for that. We're going to add some stuff onto that we think should also be on that gadget gift guide. So we will have a link in the show notes, or you can go on social media anywhere. Find all signs point to the Not Nerd Gadget Gift Guide for Geeks. So, Dave, what
Yes.
do you want to add to the Gadget Gift Guide?
Well, I just so happen to have this laying on my desk. Um, and it's not because I was just desperately looking for something to put on the gadget gift guide, but it's a real true to life thing. And of course, everybody knows I'm going to pick. This is AirTags from Apple. If I
Yes.
had two hands, I could tell you how many AirTags I have on various things. I've got AirTag on two sets of keys, so there's two AirTags. I've got one in one car. I got another one in another car. At work, I have one on each three TV carts that float around the building so I can
Oh,
find them later if I have
genius.
to. What else? I have them in my camera bag in case the camera bag goes missing. My Insta360 camera, one of them, not not one of not one of these, but another one. It's built in, and there's other devices that have built-in AirTags that you can put on. So
And
anyway,
Lou
I
Man
picked
says one in your wife's pocket.
probably I
Keep
got to
track of
track her
her.
around. She's very mysterious. So this guy here, if I can center it, I bought this at Costco. I believe the price was $49 for four AirTags. They retail for 25 bucks each. A four pack's usually 100 bucks. It was half off. It may have been a little bit more than that, but look what I found just this evening as we were discussing this on Amazon.com, $64.98 for a four pack, which makes them how much a piece, Nate, our mathlete?
65 divided by 4, about 15.
16.25 is your
Yeah.
answer. 16.25 each. That's way better than 25 bucks. So go get them. Put them in your stuff.
Yeah.
They use a standard watch battery. They last about a year. You can pop the back off. You can get little cases. You can just drop. People are making products now that have an AirTag space where you just like pop a lid open, put an AirTag in, close the lid, and Bob's your uncle, as we
Yeah.
discussed
As
before
we
the show.
discussed callback to pre-show.
Call back to
The
pre-show.
viewers love that when we do callbacks to our pre-show conversations.
Yeah, you need to join us
Yes,
in person, not just live.
yes. And
So anyway,
Carolyn
AirTags.
Lou, I'm going to get to your comment in just a moment, but yes, tags are great. We were going to add those on the gift list, and I was looking through things. I don't think we've talked about them on the show a million times. We've
Hmm.
talked about cases and carriers for them. I don't think they were actually ever an official pick of the week. So that is a new pick of the week. And the thing I wanted to add, which gets to Carolyn's comment, to our gift list is
Boom.
AirPods. And I actually went on Not Picks today and I created a new listing because I think I had picked the second generation regular AirPods and the USB-C AirPods Pro on Not Picks. But I made a page just for current Apple AirPods so we can keep it updated. I was looking at previous generation ones. You can't get them that much cheaper anymore than the current generation. So the current generation, and I found this good comparison. Now, one thing I didn't realize on this, so there's the AirPods 4,
Okay.
the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation, the AirPods Pro 3, which just came out recently, and then I almost forgot on the page, and I don't suggest anybody buy them, the AirPods Max, the big over-the-ear, super
Yeah.
expensive ones. But if you go back to that article, Dave, on the AirPods 4, um, yeah, there we go. What should you buy this holiday season? So if you keep going down, there's a chart that compares
Ah.
there you go, the AirPods 4 versus the ones with active noise cancellation. So obviously they have the noise cancellation. They've got the regular 4s only have wired charging, not the wireless charging. There's no case speaker on the regular 4s. The built-in speaker for Find My Alerts on the ANC ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's got enhanced precision finding. It's got the battery's a little less if you're using the noise cancellation, but they have the price retail 129 and 179. What Carolyn said in the comments: have you checked out Walmart's Black Friday prices on AirPods? And serious comment, and they are the same price as Amazon. So the regular AirPods 4 are, I believe, $69. The AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation are down to $100. And the newest AirPods Pro, the threes, they're
Mm-hmm.
still at 220. I think I got mine
That's a
when they
good
were the
price.
current version under $200, but I put it on the Not Picks page. Do not buy from Apple for AirPods. Go through Amazon, go Walmart. I'm guessing Best Buy probably has the same pricing.
Yeah.
But I would
Costco.
say first of all, go through NotPicks and go through our page for that affiliate deal. But yeah, Amazon, any of the major retailers have much better pricing than Apple. They keep it at the retail. But I think so. I'm currently using the AirPods Pro 2, which I really like those.
That's what
I
I'm
think
using as well.
if I was to get AirPods, especially after this stuff I learned, would be the AirPods 4 with the noise canceling. The noise
Now,
canceling isn't as good as the Pro.
I have something to interject because I was talking with Hey Grandma the other day, and she said she was confident that she had the fourth generation, but she put it on the Qi charger and it wasn't charging. And this chart reminds us that only the ones with active
Yeah.
noise
I
cancellation
can't
have the Qi charging.
I can't believe that. I was really surprised that they didn't have the wireless charging. I have gotten used to having the wireless charging on
Mhm.
these
Well,
AirPods,
they wanted to
and
make a budget model, I think, and then they wanted to have
yeah,
the one that had all the bells and whistles, which was the wireless charging and the active noise cancellation, which is what the ANC stands for.
yeah,
So, I mean, it really boils down to with the i AirPod 4 with all the features, if you like the little rubber tip or not, because they're
yeah,
practically AirPod Pros without the tip. A few other
yeah,
things that they don't
yes,
support, but for all intents and purposes, they're just a little bit more inexpensive option for the AirPod Pro 3s. Um,
yeah.
my wife has I can't remember if she has the 4 with active or not. I think that she can wirelessly charge hers.
Hmm.
So she must have the ones with A and C. I don't think she's ever used the noise cancellation
Noise
one time.
cancellation. I don't the
But
only time I use it is, like, the twice a year that I'm on a plane. I don't really need it at any other point. We did get another question in the chat from,
mm,
Luman. How does the interpretation feature work for the Pro 3? We haven't tried that out yet, Dave, but it actually does work with the AirPods Pro 2, the
hmm
AirPods Pro 3, and I think the AirPods 4.
yeah, the Pro is the ones that have that feature. Now, can you not do it on the fours at all?
I don't know.
Mm. We're a little bit. Uh,
I don't need a lot of, language translation in my life, as we've
yeah.
discussed before,
Well,
but
I believe the people asking in the chat use it a lot, and maybe traveling here coming in the future. But I have used some of the translation features. I haven't used it peer to peer with somebody speaking another language because everybody I know just speaks English, and so it'd be really
yeah,
boring. But maybe later this week we might be able to try some of these things out. Um, with maybe some Spanish or Chinese speakers. I do not know, but it would be fun to
Nice.
try out. Oh, we got some action in the driveway cam.
Nice. Amazon, speak of the devil, they're
And you'll
delivering some
notice,
stuff from the Gadget Gift guide.
yeah, and you'll notice that I have my holiday lights up on
Wow,
my little thing
before
there, but
Thanksgiving.
they're not
Sheesh.
turned on. I'm waiting until after Thanksgiving to turn them on, but
And
just not
Luman's
yet.
putting some Chinese in the chat, and I
Yeah.
did look it up, real-time follow-up. The AirPods 4 do use the live translations,
Okay,
so
so the 4
any of the
and
current
above.
models have the live translation feature, so that is very cool. But yeah, AirTags, AirPods, even if somebody has AirPods, like for Chelsea's birthday, I got her the lower end AirPods 4 because she had some older, like second generation regular AirPods, and the battery was just they start to go out after a while. And so I
Mhm.
got her those. But even somebody that has AirPods, maybe check out and say, "Oh, how's that battery doing in your AirPods and
They're good for
AirTags?"
about 2 years, and then they start to kinda
Yeah,
crumble,
yeah,
which I
yes,
think is fine. Have you
yeah,
noticed how small AirPods are? That
yeah.
battery is the size of a matchstick. It's incredible.
Well, if you'd like either of those or any of the other stuff, go check out our Gadget Gift Guide. We do have a Amazon purchase of the week this week, Dave.
Oh,
From the Gadget Gift Guide, somebody went and picked themselves up some Knorks.
what? I don't believe it. You're sure it wasn't just you buying more of
Buying
Knorks?
buying more Knorks. There it is.
I'm trying to find you always throw me off with your link here. So there it is. There's the
Yep.
Knork in person and online. Yeah,
Yes.
you
Yep.
too can check out Not Picks, and let me find the Gadget Gift Guide right down there by our picture. Gadget
Yep.
Gift Guide for Geeks. I'm going to click on it.
You can even click on the picture as well. It's got the episode from
Oh,
last week at the top, and then there's I added the AirPods. I did not add in your AirTags yet,
yeah, and
but
there's
they
your
will be
watch
there by
power
the end of
bank.
the night.
No surprise there with the nearer selfie stick and all the things we
Yeah.
talked about. Yeah, if you missed the episode where we talked about the Gadget Gift Guide, just click the link on the website or look at for it on
Yeah.
YouTube. But we went through all of these products, and it was 18 in all. No, how many was it? Was it
Yeah, I
9?
think it was 18, and now we'll
Yeah,
be up to 20 after our two
yeah,
new picks. So 20 great ideas for, there's some practical stuff, some odd stuff for people that, like you and I that have everything and are
yeah.
hard to shop for. But then we've got all our regular picks on Not Picks too. So a great place
So
to do
many.
your holiday shopping before you go to Amazon Black Friday. Just go through Not Picks first. Help us out, get those affiliate fees to pay for our CES trip coming up in January, which is very exciting. Keep clicking those links,
Yeah, maybe
one
it's
Knork at a time.
we got our media pass this year, but next year I'm looking forward to getting our media pass again and going on Sunday for the media
Sunday,
only
yeah, 2 days
stuff.
early to get all the. And producer Todd enters the chat. I'm going to
Whoa.
be a hero at Christmas with those Knorks.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was him,
producer
huh?
Todd purchased some Knorks for the
Nice.
family. So hopefully they're not watching this and we're not spoiling
I
spoiling Christmas.
I'm pretty sure he's the only one in his family watching this. But hey, maybe it's a Christmas
Yes,
miracle. Oh, and Todd,
yes.
shout out.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
hi.
Oh hi.
It's
We didn't
him
see you come in. And
on
hey,
my
Grandma
shirt.
says, and you have to do your research because the Amazon listing had both noise cancellation and without, and didn't specify that one had wireless charging and one didn't. So, yes, that
Mm.
is a good thing. I was not aware of that at all. So, you do need to pay attention. But we've got links on our new AirPods thing on NotPix. So, notpix.com. You can figure it all out
Figure it out.
there.
And you can do listener mail. You can ask us live on the show. You can send us an email. You can call our number, Nate. And what is our number?
608-618-NERD.
Yes,
Yes,
there you go.
6373. So, yeah,
Please
get
call us so that
listener
we can use
mail.
that number so that Google doesn't take it away from us.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, so don't get a lot of phone calls these days, but I do want to thank you to everybody that showed up on the live show and everybody that showed up in the chat. That was great to have all the input there. Um, and hey, Grandma, I didn't notice your Christmas lights. Well, now you do. So,
Yeah, they weren't on. So
yes, you can watch it later on YouTube. Go hit that Gadget Gift Guide, click those links. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday. Get out there and tech better.
more better.
Mo Betta, Mo Turkey.
How do I shut this thing off? Can you remind me?